afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is time, and I know I'm actually running late, and I'm going to do this as quickly as possible, but it is time for NFL picks for week 3, 2025. Last week I was 8-7, and I'm altogether 18-11 for the season. And I hope that I do better this particular week. And I also hope my Steelers do better too. I mean, they were awful last week, but I digress. And again, thank you once again for joining. This will be a very, not too quick, but quick enough. Hey, Cheryl Burnett, where have you been? It's good to see you. Good to see you. How bad are our Steelers right now? But I digress. I'm going to start off with the Cincinnati Bengals. They're going to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are at home. J.J. McCarthy was terrible last week. The Bengals eked out a win, but they did lose Joe Burrow for about 3 months. They might have lost him for the season. Oh, boy. This is a tough one. Jake Browning has actually played pretty decent. But for some reason, and I was very disappointed with the way Minnesota played last week, especially after the win that they had against the Chicago Bears on the road. But that's life in the NFL, especially in that division. Bengals defense has seemed to have improved. But I'm going to go with the Vikings at home over the Bengals. I think the loss of Burrow is going to affect this team. I mean, just my opinion. It's going to affect the team a lot more than people realize. Next up, the Houston Texans, who they had no business losing that game last week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They go on the road to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I can't believe that the Texans are 0-2 at this stage. Listen, this keeps up. That coach could get fired. Oh, my goodness. Oh, just put your father down to rest. Long trip to Pennsylvania, but you're home now. Oh, man. I hope this. I'm so sorry. My condolences. My condolences. Oh, you just rest up. You just rest up. Trevor Lawrence has played pretty decent, but the running game of the Jaguars has been outstanding. I am tempted to take the Jaguars at home, but I just can't. I just don't trust that team. I don't trust Trevor Lawrence. Wow, for some reason, it seems like Restream is doing these things twice for some reason. I don't get it, but it is what it is. And again, my condolences. I am going to go with the Houston Texans on the road, 27-20 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts, who have played very well under Daniel Jones for some ungodly reason, are taking on the Tennessee Titans, who have been terrible, to say the least. I tell you, Restream makes you almost want to pay the extra for StreamYard, the way they're acting right now. But I digress. Daniel Jones seems to fit in very well so far with this offense and with what they want to do. And it also helps to have Jonathan Taylor toting the football, along with their plethora of running backs. The Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward have not figured it out yet. This is going to be a work in progress all season, I believe. There's a reason why they got the number 1 pick in the draft. Titans defense is decent. The Titans offense, not so much. Of course, my day one. Of course. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I am going with Daniel Jones and the Colts on the road 24-17 over the Tennessee Titans. Next up, the Washington Commanders are hosting the Raiders. The Commanders have not really played well. I know they beat the Giants in week 1. They played very poorly last week. And now they will take on the Las Vegas Raiders and Geno Smith. The Raiders, when they face stiff competition, they just don't play well. Washington's at home. Take the home team. Washington 24, the Raiders 14. Next up, the LA Rams go on the road to take on the world champion Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles coming off a big win against the Chiefs. Are they due for a letdown? Yes. Will it be this week? I do not believe so. Listen, the Rams are a good team, and I know that they remember what happened last year, and they had a chance to beat the Eagles. But you know what? You see what the Eagles did against the Chiefs. I think the Eagles are trying to let people know that, listen, we are the team to beat. We've heard too much about the Green Bay Packers and how everybody's on the Packer bandwagon, and rightfully so. But you have, in order to be the man, as the immortal Ric Flair said, in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. And the man right now is the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will win this game 31-24 over the Rams. Next up, the Atlanta Falcons go on the road. This is a division game to take on the Panthers. The Panthers have not played well. In fact, Bryce Young has not played well. Yeah, these people are in the background playing music outside. Isn't that terrific? But it is what it is. Oh, my goodness. This is what I tried to avoid, but it's my own fault for waking up late. I'm looking forward to Penix having a big game, one of these games. Now, Atlanta does have a good run game, so they do have to play a certain type of style. So I get it. But I like Atlanta here because I don't like the Panthers. I don't like the Panthers defense. They have not played well. Bryce Young played better last week, but he has not. Listen, the Panthers could be looking for a quarterback yet again. They've been that bad. Next up are my Pittsburgh Steelers, who played their worst. It's early in the season, of course, but they couldn't have played any worse than they did against the Seahawks. Now they go on the road to take on the New England Patriots. If you know how the Steelers are, this is the type of team, and they could lose to this team, don't get me wrong. And I do believe that they'll keep this a lot closer than normal. The Steelers' defense has to improve. They have been dreadful. I don't understand why. And now they face Drake May, who has a season under his belt. This is a team they could lose to. I do not think they will. I think, listen, the Steelers are going to win this game. These are the type of games that the Steelers win for some reason. The Steelers, I tell you, this is going to be. This could be the 9-8 team that takes Tomlin down because I just don't like or trust Aaron Rodgers. I just don't. But I do believe he'll play well against this Patriot defense, which is not very good. It's not very good. Next up, the Green Bay Packers have played probably the best football this season. I'm not saying they're the best team this season, but they played the best football so far this season. And now they go on the road to take on the Cleveland Brown team, which has been dreadful at the quarterback position. They have no offense really to speak of. Joe Flacco has been so-so at best. He'll get a couple more snaps at it until they go to either Gabriel. I don't know if they'll even look at Shedeur Sanders myself. They probably won't. I love the Packers here big time. Packers are going to win this game 31-20 over the Cleveland Browns. This could be an ugly one. It really could. Next, the New York Jets with Tyrod Taylor. They will take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road. Justin Fields is in concussion protocol. He is out, was ruled out early, by the way. Baker Mayfield with the comeback last week against the Texans. Have to give him and the Buccaneers credit. Their defense hounded C.J. Stroud. I know Tyrod Taylor's been around the block, and he is a very competent backup, but I don't see him beating the Tampa Bay defense on the road. I love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here by a score of 27-17 over the New York Jets. Next up, the Broncos go on the road to take on the LA Chargers. This is a game of the week candidate, especially on the road. The Chargers been picked by many to win the division, and they could get a 3-game lead on the division. I mean, I'm shocked that Kansas City has started out 0-2, and this could be the beginning of the end of the Chiefs dynasty. Bo Nix and those guys are coming. I do believe this will be a closer game than people realize, but I do like the Chargers here. I like them at home. Chargers 34, Broncos 27. Next up, the only team in the league without a real quarterback, you could make a case, are the New Orleans Saints. And now they go on the road to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold played very well. It's hard to judge the way the Steelers defense has played. So, boy, oh boy, they're doing whatever they're doing outside, and it is just, driving me crazy. Seattle had everything on display against the Steelers last week, and I don't see where it's going to be any different at home, taking on a quarterbackless Saints team. I love them big, 31-24 over the New Orleans Saints. Next up, the Chicago Bears got boat raced last week against the Lions. They come back home to take on the Dallas Cowboys, who come off their first win of the season against the New York Football Giants. My sister just had her birthday is today, and she's a huge Cowboys fan. There's nothing more cowboy-like than to ruin a birthday of another person. Williams regressed so far, but I do believe that the Bears will play better at home. Chicago, upset special today. Chicago at home, 24-21 over the Dallas Cowboys. That is my upset special. Next up, the Arizona Cardinals go on the road to take on the 49ers. the 49ers have Mac Jones at the quarterback position. They played pretty decent last week. I don't see him winning this week. Kyler Murray has played as well as he's possibly played throughout his entire career. They normally give the 49ers fits. I know the 49er defense is good. I think Arizona's offense is playing a lot better. I like Arizona in a mild upset. I don't think it's an upset because Mac Jones is the quarterback. So I'm going to go with Arizona here, 34-20 over the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the Sunday night game has the Chiefs going on the road to take on the New York Football Giants. Russell Wilson played very well last week outside of that costly interception at the end of the game. But he definitely played well and well enough to win the football game. The Giants' defense is not what it's cracked up to be. And they need to show out. Can the Chiefs be 0-3 to start out the season? Yeah, right. These are the Giants. Giants don't know how to win. You think I'm picking Andy Reid over Brian Daboll? Yeah, right. No way. I got the Chiefs here 31-24 over the New York Giants. I can't. Hey, Mr. Carruthers. Yeah, I actually chose your Chicago Bears. That could come back to bite me. I don't know what you plan on doing later on this afternoon/evening. If you want, we could do the music thing. I was on last night a lot. I didn't know what I thought you would. Well, one of my guests thought you were there, but you weren't. But let me know later on what you plan on doing. And the final game, the Monday night game, that could be a classic. The Baltimore Ravens are at home to take on the Detroit Lions, who dog walked your team, those Chicago Bears. The problem is they can't do that against Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and friends. The Lions have trouble against teams that can run the football, and no one runs the ball better than the Ravens with Derrick Henry and, of course, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is playing very well. He is upset that he did not win the MVP last year, and rightfully so, even though I understand why they gave it to Josh Allen. I get it. He does have Derrick Henry. Josh Allen has Cook, but he's nowhere near the runner that Derrick Henry is. I get it. But I believe the Ravens make a statement at home against the Detroit Lions. I like the Ravens here, 31-24 over Detroit. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are my NFL picks for week 3 of 2025. I'd like to thank Mr. Carruthers, Cheryl Burnett, and once again, my prayers and condolences go out to you and your family. All those in the clouds, all those in the bushes. Uncle Claude signing out. Enjoy your Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday to my sister Charlene and to my wonderful brother from another mother, Native Gadite. Lions cannot easily beat Ravens in a fight. Cut it out. You're picking the Lions, Mr. Carruthers? Not against the Ravens. Absolutely not. But have at it. It'll help me. I would love it. Help the Steelers. Uncle Claude signing out. Take care. Stay safe. And God bless. Enjoy the games, everybody.